What's going on YouTube? It's Jason again with JJ Drones, and it is a windy day here in Salt Lake City, Utah, but we are finally going to get the in-depth walk around of the VNL 860 Volvo. Let's get in the video. What we're going to do now is we're going to look inside underneath the hood, and I'm going to show you a couple things that are different from the Volvo 780 that I had versus this truck. Now, if you look right here, this is a power or electric steering motor. So what this actually does is when you're driving, it actually takes all the work out of steering your truck. So this is actually really nice. And one thing that I did find out after driving this truck after my first trip, actually, it was extremely terrifying when I got into my pickup truck and I thought there was something wrong with my power steering. There was nothing wrong with my power steering. This just makes it incredibly easy to steer this truck. You could probably steer it with a pinky. And then if you look down here, right where there is all of the suspension components, right there is a sway bar that goes all the way across to the other side, and I'll show you. This sway bar comes right in here, and you're actually going to have less movement while you're driving down the road. And one of the biggest complaints that some Volvo drivers had in the past is the fact that these trucks sway a whole lot while you're driving down the road. So let's close the hood. Now, that motor inside of that Volvo, I couldn't really tell you much about it because I'm not a mechanic. I can just tell you that it is much more fuel efficient than the Volvo 780s were. Now, everything outside of the truck is pretty much exactly the same. You can actually see that the compartment is still the same, where you just open it up and you can have all of your stuff in there. We'll open that up here in a minute. Tires and wheels are exactly the same, and then you've got taillights are exactly the same. So pretty much everything on here is exactly the same, only they have made it more aerodynamic for better fuel efficiency. Now on the front here you have your daytime running light, and I'm sorry for how dirty this is. I just went through Wyoming yesterday, so this really needs a bath. This all needs to be cleaned up. So you got your signature daytime running lights, all LEDs on the front. You've got the brush guard on the front, and then like I said, this is exactly the same. You pull the lever inside the truck, and then you have your storage compartment right here on the outside. Got it on both sides. Then you have your bigger windows on the side, so you can get airflow inside the truck. And then one other piece of equipment that is a little bit different is you actually have your depth fill right there covered up by this door versus the other door that was on the other truck. Now here you've got your Thermo King Tri-Pack. It is the next generation of Thermo King Tri-Packs. That is what runs my heat and my air conditioning when I'm parked at a truck stop, so you don't have to idle your truck. So now let's go in the truck and we'll do the interior review. Okay guys, welcome to the interior of the Volvo 860, and as you can tell, it's a lot quieter inside the truck, and that is because of all the wonderful insulation that Volvo has actually put into these trucks. It also helps keep the trucks warmer in the wintertime and cooler in the summertime. But there's going to be some little changes that they made with like the dashboard and the interior, and we're going to go through some of these features right now. First off, when you turn on the truck, you are greeted with a whole bunch of lights that's doing through the self-test, and then you can see that's proudly assembled here in the United States. Now this is a fully automatic truck, so there is no gear shifter in the center, but you can see that it does have a color information system screen there. And so when you go through and you can click on here and it'll give you all these different menus, and click on here, you got even more menus, and then you've got your pre-trip assist there that's still available, that was available as basically in all of the Volvos that I've ever driven. So that's actually a nice little tip. And then you have your fuel economy, and then you've got all of your gauges. Just scroll down and go through all of your gauges as needed. And then on the doors, everything is pretty much exactly the same. You still have the signature Volvo opening your door and locking it. And then you have your window switches, and it does have express down, but it does not have express up. And then you have your mirror controls here, and then you even have your heated mirrors right there at the end. And then you have your gauges, or your parking brakes here, and then you have your inner axle lock, and then this is to turn off traction control in case you're in mud and snow. And then right here you have your hill assist. Now the hill assist is there where if you're on an incline or whatever and you go to take off, the truck isn't going to roll back. And then this is going to be your air suspension dump. And then down here you actually have all of your controls for the transmission. You have reverse, neutral, and drive, and then you have manual mode so that you can control what gear you're in. And then down here is drive modes. Now there's 3 drive modes in this truck. There's economy, there's economy plus, and there's also performance. Now if you want to run the most fuel efficient, you're going to do economy plus. If you're going to want to just run the truck as normal, you're going to run economy. But you can run in performance, especially if you're going up a hill. It's going to be important because if you're going up a hill, you want that truck to be giving you full power. Now, I don't know about you, but I would prefer getting the most power that I can so you can get up the hill quickly. Down here, you have an area where you can store things, and you have a couple of power points down there. One nice thing that Volvo did was they gave us movable cup holders. Now, it only came with 2, so I requested that we get 2 more. And so I have 4 here, and that worked out really well when I had Logan in the truck with me. So that's a nice little touch from Volvo. You also have your trailer brake control right there. Now on the steering wheel, you have all sorts of controls. You've got, on this side, you've got your headlight canceling, your trailer light canceling for letting truck drivers know whether they can get in front of you or not, and saying thank you for letting them. You've got your cruise control buttons. And then this also has the adaptive cruise control, and you can set the distance right here with this button. And then this is to help set your engine brake while you're driving down the road, as far as it's in auto mode. And then you have all your controls for the radio and for the menus right here. Then you have your engine brake control right here. This will go auto, 1, 2, 3, and boost. This is for your windshield wiper blades. And then again, you've got your gauges right here, your Volvo radio right here that also has Bluetooth and satellite radio. One thing that Volvo did that made me extremely happy, they always had all of these cubbies above the driver's seat. And I don't know if you can see that because it's not very well lit. But they also made these cubbies here so that you have places to store things and they won't come falling down on your head. Now this is where I keep all my cleaning supplies and paperwork. And then over here, you actually have more cubby space up here. I got my snacks up here, you know, vitamins and plates and stuff, and all of my K-cups. And then over here, well, you got your paper toweling, you know, garbage bags, stuff like that. So that's all available up here in the front. And then right up there next to the bed, you also have more storage compartments, and you have speakers. There's speakers in this truck for days, guys. And the stereo in here just sounds absolutely amazing. But you got cubbies up there. There's cubbies on the other side of these cabinets, but there's something in here that they didn't have in the Volvo 780 as well, and that is they have cabinets right here. Now, I've got some Cokes up here, and then I've got all of a bunch of other stuff that is in containers so that it's nicely packed away. You've got your microwave still, and then come down a little bit more, and then you still have your drawers, and you have your refrigerator that is nicely packed with food from Haley. So you do have a lot of storage options in this truck. Again, storage being the optimal thing in this truck. You can see all of the storage underneath here, which makes it very handy for things that you just want to grab every now and then. The one thing that I wasn't sure I was gonna like is we still have the table down here, and you can see that it's all set up for me to do my video editing, and I still have space for all of my camera equipment. There's plenty of headroom here, so you don't really have to worry about hitting your head on it unless you stand up. That has been a problem here lately, but I'm getting used to it, so I don't hit my head as much. Going towards the back of the truck, you still have your TV mounted right there. Now the bed is up a lot higher, and that's one thing that I wasn't sure if I was going to like, but I definitely do like it. Now, in order to get into the bunk, first you got to move the TV, because my TV is too large. If I had a smaller TV, it wouldn't be a problem. They have made a ladder that stows away very nicely right here. So we're gonna unstrap this, and hopefully that Velcro is long lasting. Now, The other thing is I have this mattress topper on here. There's actually a mattress on here, but I like my mattress topper, so that's staying. Now let's get up into the bunk and I'll show you what this looks like. Okay guys, this is the view from the bunk. And as you can see, we're pretty high up here. And the one thing that's nice is you can actually turn that TV out and you can watch it fairly easily from either up here or from down on the bottom bunk. And there is the storage compartment that I said that is up here that I basically have all of my live streaming equipment in. But you also have this nice big sunroof, and it does come with a shade to put over that, so if you don't want that sunroof shining down on you, you can actually cover that. Now you also have lighting up here, right there, and then you have cup holders so that you can put your drinks here. And then they actually have these cup holders down there on the bottom as well, but they fold away very nicely. And then you have storage compartment here. And if you come around to this side of the truck, you have storage compartment here. And then you have vents right there. Now that doesn't control the fan or the air conditioning or anything from the tri-pack. That would just be running from the truck. So let's go show you the controls for the tri-pack. In order to operate the tri-pack, you just turn it on right there. And now we're going to wait for that to boot up. Now this is an entirely different interface than I've ever had, and I'm kind of getting used to it. But as of right now, it's actually very intuitive, really nice system to use. Now this thing is booting up. Now we are just basically on. It's not doing anything. If you want to go to fan, you just turn it on once. It's in fan mode. You've got low, you've got medium, and then you have high. And we're going to turn this on low because it's getting hot in here. Now if you want to turn on your heat, that's actually integrated directly into the truck. And so all you have to do is go on here and then go to heat, hit on, and hit set, and then your heat controls are right here on the bottom. So very nice, very nicely integrated into the truck. Makes it super simple for the driver to figure out how to get everything set up, and you can stay nice and comfortable in your cab without running the truck. So there you have it, guys. That is the VNL 860 in a nutshell. It's my home away from home. It's also the JJ Drones 360 Studios, coming to you live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central, unless I hit really bad weather, and then that's a completely different story. But I got a lot of questions from people asking me to do a full walkthrough of this truck, because I really haven't done it. And I did do one in the previous truck. So if you appreciate this, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time I upload one of these videos to YouTube. If you have any questions, go ahead and make a comment or just send me a text or an email, what have you. But definitely let me know if you have any further questions on the VNL 860, because it's a great truck. I love driving it. It's probably the smoothest truck that I've driven going down the highway, and it's definitely the most fuel efficient. I'm getting right around 8.2, 8.3 right now, and it's not even broken in yet. So I'm excited to see what this truck will do once the truck is broken in. But I appreciate you all for coming along for this ride with me, and we'll see you later on down the road. Bye, guys.